Clear invoices are the bedrock of a trusting relationship in the NDIS. Think of an invoice not just as a bill, but as a story. It should tell you exactly what support was provided, when it happened, who was there, and how the costs were calculated. When this story is clear, it's easy to understand it, and it builds confidence. Participants can see exactly where their funding is going, the families can see exactly their funding is going, and they feel secure that they are paying for services they actually receive. The transparency isn't just about good manners, it's essential for making the NDIS work for everyone involved. It empowers you to manage your budget effectively and ensures you're getting the value you deserve from your plan. For providers, clear invoices are just as important. For support coordinators, clear invoices are just as important. They are a sign of professionalism and respect for the participant. When a provider sends a detailed, accurate invoice, they are showing that they are organized, honest, and accountable. This builds a strong positive reputation. It reduces the time spent going back and forth with questions and disputes. What does a good compliant NDIS invoice actually look like? It's all in the details. A valid invoice must contain several key pieces of information: the participant's name, NDIS number, the provider's business name, their ABN, contact details, their unique invoice number, the date the invoice was created, and that's it. These basic elements are the foundation. The invoice must detail the date the support was delivered, the exact start time, the exact end time, the support worker's name, unique identifier for support worker, match the invoice to your calendar. Knowing who was there and how long is crucial. The invoice must list the specific NDIS support item line number, their unit price, their hourly rate, their quantity, hours or units. Here's an example: assistance with self-care activities, 2 hours, $65.47 per hour. This level of detail shows exactly how the total was calculated. Additional costs like travel, transport must be itemized separately. The first and most common red flag is a lack of detail. If you receive an invoice that just says support services, $500, you need to question it. That's not enough information. A vague invoice could be hiding errors, overcharging, or billing for services that never happened. You have a right to know exactly what you're paying for. Look for missing dates, look for missing times, look for missing support item codes, look for a breakdown of hours. Honest providers are happy to provide these details. A refusal to provide a detailed breakdown is a major warning sign. The second red flag is incorrect rates or mismatched item codes. Check the NDIS price guide and your service agreement for the agreed rates. Always confirm the hourly rate on the invoice matches your agreement. Pay attention to the support item code. Sometimes a provider may use a code for a more expensive service than delivered. For example, billed at a public holiday rate when the service occurred on a regular weekday. That's why date and time on the invoice matter, so you can cross-reference. A third critical red flag involves travel and transport charges. These are frequently confused or overcharged. NDIS rules are specific about travel charges. Providers can only charge travel from the previous NDIS participant, not from home or office. An invoice that simply lists travel $50 is not compliant. You don't need to be an accountant to spot potential issues with your NDIS invoice. You can perform a quick but powerful review in about 60 seconds. This quick check lets you take control of your NDIS budget without hours of paperwork. It's about working smarter, not harder. So here's your 60-second checklist. First, look at the time. Does the date match the day you receive support? Check the start and end times. Do they seem right? Example, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. equals 3 hours. Does the invoice charge for 3 hours? This is the quickest way to spot invoice padding. If you keep a diary, a quick glance verifies it. This step alone can save you hundreds over your plan. If you have reviewed your invoice and something doesn't seem right, the most important thing you can do is ask questions. There is no such thing as a silly question. When it comes to your funding, you have every right to understand every single line item on your invoice. Reaching out to your provider for clarification is not confrontational. It's a normal and healthy part of managing your services. A good professional provider will welcome your questions. They will see it as an opportunity to ensure that you are comfortable, confident, and for any charge. A clear invoice is more than just a bill. It's the foundation of a respectful and successful NDIS partnership.